Hi, my name is Jensen. I post videos Monday at 10 a.m. and I write books, and that is in the wrong order. I write books primarily and I post videos at 10 a.m. like secondary on Mondays. Today, my topic is about Obsidian. Writers have a lot of software available to them to use. I use Scrivener for drafting, which you can see on my desktop right here, and you can also see my cute little vision board and my silly screenshots and stuff. You have a lot of software available to you. People use Google Docs, they use Ellipsis. But I use Scrivener for drafting, and for my world building, I use this app called Obsidian. I'll do a video on Scrivener probably next week, but for now, let's dive into Obsidian. So Obsidian is a really powerful note-taking app. It's totally free, and if you want to sync it, there are free options as well as a paid subscription from Obsidian. I personally sync over iCloud, which is free to me because I have Apple products, and it works great. Other than that, files are saved locally to your computer, which makes them safe and secure. It uses Markdown, which is a simple programming language, which don't let that scare you. It's still super easy, and I've made a basic cheat sheet, which you can grab from the description. It saves files as .md files, where MD stands for Markdown, and it's kind of a basic kind of text file. And it also means you can open your files in any application that reads Markdown files, which is most text editors. So each folder in Obsidian is called a vault, and I'm going to make a new one here and work through it with you, and I'll show you some of my more complete vaults for other novels like Grave of the Dragons and Dauntless. The bonus bit at the end of the episode will be how I use Obsidian to maintain my digital garden, so be sure to stick around for that because that's another cool thing you can do with Obsidian. So first, let's make a vault. You go to File, Open Vault, and then it brings up this window, and here you can see like these other vaults I've done. You can do Create New Vault, Open Folders, Vault, and that's where you would do one if it wasn't like just over here. Or Open Vault from the Obsidian Sync if you're in like using their default thing. But I'm just going to click Create. I'm going to do a vault name, and I'm going to call it Practice Vault. Browse. I'm going to put it in the CK Jensen folder, which is just my default for all my writing things. Then you click Create, and it comes up with this like word. And if you click on anything in here, you can see the formatting. So this is Markdown formatting for italics, where you just have one asterisk around each word. Creating a link is fun. Doing the importer is fun. That puts in a link. That puts in like a web link, I should say. And this puts in another note link. So you can like click that and it makes a new link, which is really cool. And that you'll see over here, it makes a little graph, and we'll get into that in a second. Some cool features of Obsidian to start out with are the canvases and the interconnectivity graphs. So first, let's do a canvas. This is a canvas, and I'm going to close this tab so we have the full thing. Here you can make notes. You can choose from one you already have, or you can drop a new one. And you say, hello, my name is Rin, or CK Jensen, either one. And you can type notes here, or you can choose this note, and you have to create a link note, and then you can edit this note here. And then you see that it goes back to over here, and I spelled note wrong, so we're just going to fix that. But that's a canvas, and there's so much you can do with these canvases. Canvases are infinite. Like you see like this, I can just zoom out as much as I want, or zoom in as much as I want. I can reset the zoom. I can frame it how I want it. There's undo and redo buttons. There's settings, snap to grid, snap to objects. You can put in read only, so you can't edit it. There's so much you can do with these. This, for me, is what replaces softwares like Milanote, because I have beef with Milanote. They always advertise it as being so free, and then it's not. Like, you only get like 100 cards in Milanote. You can have infinite cards on Obsidian. You can have infinite canvases. Like, the sky's the limit with Obsidian. It's so nice that you build your own workflow and how it works. So I use canvases to build digital bulletin boards, vision boards, or storyboards. Let me show you some of those storyboards. This one, here's a storyboard as I want it, and this is to save the cat storyboard. And if you zoom in on one of them, you can see the arrows are manipulatable that I drew from box to box. And if you zoom in, you will be able to see this. This is my secret sci-fi project, so I'm not going to zoom in on it. But that's kind of what storyboard looks like. Yeah, there's so much you can do with them. Next, you have the interconnectivity graphs, which you get to by pressing this button. And it built a link between it. And here we only have the two links, so it's not very cool. So let me pull up one that looks better. We're going to go to my Grave of the Dragons one. And here you see I have a better interconnectivity graph. You'll notice that each note gets bigger the more times it's mentioned, and it has lines connecting to each of the other ones, and you can like hover over it and see where it's like connected to. So this is connected to pretty much everything in the book because it is like one of the main settings. So like here's the main character in this novel, here's the other main character, and you can see how they're connected to everything. Super fun, super cool. We love to see it. Another example of this interconnectivity graph can be found in my Project Dawn list, which we're going to just open that and we're going to zoom out. And you'll see in this one I have a bunch of ones just around the edge. So even if you have a note and it's not connected to anything, you'll still put it in. That's because I never actually finished this vault. Like, totally, like, here's the main character, here's all her, like, connections. It is a good time. And then you can, like, this is a different theme, so it has slightly different options. So this is text fade threshold. Node size, you can make them bigger or smaller, and it's still relative. Link thickness, we can make them bigger or smaller. This one is cool because you can animate it, and this like shows you how you built them and like just like how they came into being and how they start interconnecting to one another. Well, it's finished building, and then we'll move on to the next topic. I talked a little bit about backlinks earlier. Backlinks are what makes things show up on this graph. So if you go to Cecily, you here, and then you like see, oh, this connects to the Enlightened Empire. This is a backlink, so you click that, and it goes here, and then you have all these other things that are connected to it. It's like the Riven Reaches, the Fairy Forest, and you can just like go through, and it shows you how things are connected, which is so cool. Also in Obsidian, you can make and reuse templates. So let's go back to Dawn List real quick because that has a good template setup. I have this folder called templates, and then I have all these like different templates that I've made for different things in my world. And the way you would set up is you go to settings, which usually the settings button is down here in most of the themes. You go to the templates in the core plugins, you choose a folder, and then you're set up, and then you can set up a keyboard shortcut in hotkeys. So templates, insert template, mine is Command Shift 1. So if I'm opening a new note, I say Command Shift 1, and it opens up these, and I can choose the template. As far as the aesthetics goes, there's a ton of plugins you can use. Let's go back to our practice vault. You would go to here, then appearance, themes. You can just choose different accent colors. So maybe I just want to do that as blue, and then it turns it from purple to blue. Or we can manage it. We can go find a one. Dami in the server was talking about making a Wikipedia plugin. So this is so fun. You can like make everything look like Wikipedia, which I think that's great. I think that's so fun. That's so cute. And this is in dark mode, so it doesn't look exactly like Wikipedia because I keep everything in dark mode. But there you go. Wikipedia. That's so cute. Speaking of plugins, though, here are some more plugins. We're going to go back to Dawn again because this is one of my main vaults. I want community plugins. You can set writing goals using this. Reading time, Prozen, better word count are I think my 4 main things I use the most. But the way you like would look for it, you can also check for updates and make sure you have it. But you can browse community plugins, and there's so much stuff. There's like a dice roller plugin, which is super cool. Tasks. There's tons of stuff you can do with it. So super fun, super cool. That's like how it goes. I don't want to take too much of your time, and I've already been going for a little while, but I think that I want to show you one more thing, and that is my digital garden. And here we open this, and this is a very beginning vault, so you'll see it's like not super well connected, but here's like a home page. This is what it looks like on this end. If I want to actually show you stuff, I go to CKJR Vercel.app. And if you want to set this up, this is just a plugin, and it walks you through it, and it's super great. But you have the note published here, and then I explain what a digital garden is. So if you want to publish like a little blog or a notes app or a digital garden, and you want to do it from hosting it on Obsidian, this is a free way to publish it. Like you get this little subdomain of Vercel, and it just like creates this. And then I'm particularly proud of my On Creativity essay, which I think is interesting. I have this quote: I think creativity is a practice you cultivate it through participation in creative acts, even if you don't feel creative in the moment. Back here, you can like publish it from your publication center, but you can also go into here, community plugins, digital garden, and here you have like, you can go to your settings and you can go through this and do everything you want. Pretty easy, pretty fun. If you want more on this, let me know. I would be happy to do a video on like my digital garden. I'd be happy to set up an entire vault with you to like set it up for your project. Also, if you're into book coaching and you want personalized book coaching, setting up this for your story Bible, I'm available for that. You can check me out at author.com/Blue Caterpillar Consulting. Anyways, it's an amazing app, and I don't want to take too much of your time, but I would love it if you would leave questions, tips, and tricks in the comments. If you made it this far, leave a purple heart emoji. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week, probably to talk about Scrivener, but no promises that it won't be a vlog.